Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Miyasen and welcome to my Sacred Beast deck profile. So I have nothing else to say before I start, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And yeah, let's just jump into it. So yeah, I'm playing the Dragoon package. I know some people are like, I don't like it. I also don't like it, and I hope it gets banned. But basically, ET just asked me to play with the Dragoon cards and also Needle Fiber. I mean, make sure I could actually make the biggest boards possible. I tried my best, but if you disagree, then that's totally fine. I mean, the thing is, it's only a 3-card package, and also Adara is only 3 cards as well, so it's not like you had to denaturalize, I mean, change the deck completely. Right now, it's already denaturalized, I feel like, but, well, not really. I'm still playing all the Sacred Beasts. I'm playing like low ratios, but it's as consistent as possible, because if you start playing like multiple Sacred Beasts, multiple Dark Summoning Beasts, this is where you start seeing like the really bad hands, because the really good cards to draw are these ones, like, I mean, especially the Continuous Spell and Dark Beckoning Beast, or Chaos Summoning Beast and a Sacred Beast, because at least it gets you a Sacred Beast on the field and draw 2 cards with the field spell. But yeah, whatever, you can't always have everything. But yeah, anyways, Dragoon package, Apprentice, Illusion, Magician, because I'm also playing Magician Souls package. That is also not entirely needed. You can get away without it. And then Diabolos, this card is insane. I tested it and it was so good, like constantly amazing. There's just so many ways to trigger it, honestly. Just so many darks that tribute, like Chaos Summoning Beast, Dark Summoning Beast, where? Yeah, Linkuriboh, and even, Raviel's Effect to tribute a dark. That also triggers Diabolos in the hand and in the grave, so it's a free discard. Works really well with Foolish, and yeah. But anyways, and then the name of the Sacred Beasts are Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, and Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames. I already said in the combo video that Uriah was complete, like, garbage, like, complete cheeks. And yeah, it's 100% accurate. This card is very, very bad. You're only playing it because in case you get to summon 3 Sacred Beasts with different names, you get like the full effect of Sacred Beast Awakening, which actually becomes Dimensional Fissure, a Scale Drain, and the Ghost Water Sister, the one that gains like, where every time your opponent summons a monster, you gain attack equal to the attack of their monster they were summoned. It's like 3 cards combined in one, so it's sick, but it's irrelevant. It doesn't come up. Like, if anything, you're going to have 2 Sacred Beasts. You can do it. You can do 2 Sacred Beasts plus Sacred Beast Awakening turn 1. It is 100% doable, and I do it like, I don't want to say like half the time, but a solid like percentage of the time. But forget trying to summon 3 Sacred Beasts turn 1. It's just not gonna. You're never gonna see it. And then Dark Summoning Beast, of course. Blah blah blah. Upstart. I don't understand people who play Upstart in 41 cards. For the hand shops, 3 Ash, 3 Gamma, and 3 Infinite. Gamma is not that good. I'm playing it because it's the... it can be revived back with... it can be summoned with Needle Fiber, and instead of having to use 2 tokens if you want to make Martial Marcher, you only need 1, so then you can make Herald of the Arclight. And Herald doesn't actually clash with Red Eyes Fusion when you're trying to send it with Anaconda, because it's not a cost to send to the grave, it's just, like, it's part of the effect. And it doesn't have to successfully send to the grave to resolve. So like, if you activate Polymerization and your opponent chains Dimensional Shifter, you're still going to successfully summon that fusion. It's the exact same idea behind Herald of the Arclight. So it doesn't really do anything bad to you, but it does a lot of bad to your opponent. And if you have Herald in defense with, Herald, just whatever Herald, and Haman in defense, your opponent is forced to attack Haman, and they can't attack Herald, which is also quite cool. But yeah, as a hand shop, I don't know how good it is. Whatever. It's not too bad. Against the opponent, it's really, really good. But when I see a card like Gamma, I just try to think, like, it's the kind of card that it just sounds better if you use it on your own turn, obviously, because it's almost a 1-card, like, OTK on its own. Like, if you resolve it. Like, let's just say you go Foolish, they go Ash, it's game. It's literally game. Like, you summon Needle Fiber, and then it's just, disgusting. But yeah, Infinite... another card that doesn't lose to Called by the Grave, so our 6 hand shops here don't lose to it, but Ash does, but it's fine for Ash because at least it's generic. And then 3 Adara for Needle Fiber, 3 Dark Beckoning Beast. I'm obviously not going to explain this. 3 Chaos Summoning Beast, of course. Chaos Summoning Beast to a certain extent, you could also get away with only 2. And then you can play, well, technically speaking, you can play one, but if you play one, then you have to play a very large Nemesis package. But it is possible. It's just, you're going to have to play this deck like as a Turbo City deck, so I don't know, yeah, I don't know how to go about that, but nah, it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, 3 souls, whatever, I already explained this because of the Apprentice Illusion Magician. Fun fact, if you actually draw Apprentice Illusion Magician, I know it's stupid, but it's not gonna, it's still cute, but you can still special summon Magician Souls by sending Dark Magician, and then you actually have the option either to summon Magician Souls or actually revive back Dark Magician, because you're actually playing like Magician Souls in a package with Dragoon, so this is just like naturally in there, so you actually have 2 spellcasters, but man, just all the spellcasters are trash. Like, I mean, all the ones that can be sent with Magician Souls. Like, they're always bricks outside of spellcaster decks. Which is fair, obviously, otherwise, like, Magician Souls would be, like, a $300 card and everybody would play it. The only, like, spellcaster that is, genuinely a good card, but, like, it's not generic either, it's Dimensional Shifter. It's a level 6 spellcaster, but, like, you can't play Shifter in a deck like this. Your graveyard's just so relevant. Everything has an effect in the grave, except for like Dark Beckoning Beast, but like even the Sacred Beast, like you can't really summon them without a grave, because Dark Summoning Beast is like your main. I mean, yeah, Dark Summoning Beast and Chaos Summoning Beast are like the 2 main ways to summon your monsters. So yeah, Driver, obviously the card that is just glued to my hand. Oh, I mean, yeah, honestly, I feel like I draw Driver more often than I draw Gamma. I draw Dark Magician or Red Eyes more often than I draw. Well, I mean, I don't want to draw Red Eyes Fusion, but you know. I draw Apprentice as often as I draw Magician Souls. And then sometimes when I do draw Magician Souls, I draw it with Apprentice, or I draw it with no spells and traps. So this game absolutely loves me. Yeah, this game loves me. Fallen Paradise also glued to my hand. I don't understand why. You can't bring it back from your grave to hand. So it is a brick, but you really don't want to draw this because it's way too easy to search. So if anything, maybe 2. But like, who cares? I mean, if you play 2, the cool thing about it is that you can send it with souls to draw 1 more card, and then if you, like, I mean, obviously you play multiple Chaos Summoning Beasts, so next turn you find a way to get another one in the grave and you search Fallen Paradise again, so 2 actually does work. It's just this deck can already brick as it is, so make sure you actually just trim down on the cards that you don't necessarily need, like, your life doesn't depend on this card, so yeah. Actually, no, it kind of does. But not to the point where you should play 10 billion copies of it. Anyways, Cerulean Skyfire, super insane card. It's easily recyclable, though, with the 7 Spirit Gates Unleashed. I didn't even know the name of the card. I just kept calling it the Good Continuous Spell. I mean, obviously, Cerulean Skyfire is just extremely powerful, too, but not on the level of this, because this is an actual starter. It's kind of like a light stage for the deck, but actually is a good card instead of light stage is actually a really good card, unfortunately. But yeah, Cerulean Skyfire can once again negate spells and traps once per turn by putting a face-up attack position Haman to defense, and then yeah, I mean, if it leaves the field, you take no damage for the rest of the turn, but who cares? And also, you can actually just summon Haman in a different way, but also who cares, because no, I'm not trying to tribute 3 spell cards to summon this guy. It's really stupid. I can just like cheat summon it with Chaos Summoning Beast and Dark Summoning Beast, so yeah. And Sacred Beast Awakening, I already explained this card, but it is much better than Cerulean Skyfire if you can have the double Sacred Beast effect. And if you have the triple Sacred Beast effect, well, it's basically Exodia. It's just, I think someone managed to do the triple effect on me once, and I still won, but I was playing like Eldritch, so it was easy. I mean, I think I have like over 500 hours of experience with Eldritch. It's insane. I pretty much know like this deck, this format. Well, I mean, the format before, but yeah. Anyways, for the extra deck, Dragoon, blah blah blah, Trishula, Shooting Riser, Double Needle Fiber, Link Cross. I already explained this combo 20 billion times, but in case people are just really vegetative and actually cannot use their brain to try to figure this one out, Needle Fiber Trishula during your opponent's turn, because you go Needle Fiber summon any tuner in the entire game, who cares? And then you go Link Cross summon 2 tokens, and then use the tuner that you summon with Needle Fiber with Link Cross. So just try to picture this in your head. You have Needle Fiber and 2 tokens, and then during your opponent's turn, you turn the Needle Fiber into Shooting Riser. You don't use the effect, and then you turn Shooting Riser into Trishula by using the 2 tokens. So 7 + 1 + 1 is 9. And the reason why you cannot use Shooting Riser Dragon's effect is because it actually loses levels when you use its effect. And now you might be wondering, okay, well, who cares? Just use the effect and then chain. But you can't also do that because Trishula is an optional 1 effect. So if it is summoned on Chainlink 2 or higher, it will not get its effect to banish, which is really stupid, and people still misplay like that, but who cares? I mean, people are dumb. Like, it's just free wins in YCSs and regionals. I mean, I'm saying that, but maybe people just mess this up online. I mean, on Dueling Book. And they try to do it on EDO Pro Ignis, but the game doesn't let them, so... Anyways, TG Wonder Magician, this is in case Needle Fiber gets interrupted. I still don't understand why people think that ashing or veiling in Needle Fiber makes you safe. It really doesn't. It's like horrible card economy because there's just like no commitment into Needle Fiber. It's only a Link 2, and then it's not a vanilla after that because you can still turn it into TG Wonder, pop a spell or trap, and then when it dies you draw 1 card. So you're pretty much like still like 2 cards in deficit. So yeah. Herald, Martial Marcher, blah blah blah, Phoenix, I don't really summon this, Nyanaconda, Secure Gardna because I can actually turn Almirage into Secure Gardna, so there is like an OTK that doesn't actually technically work because this annoying card actually stops you from attacking the turn you use the Tribute effect, a special summon from deck. But if that clause didn't exist, Dark Summoning Beast plus Diabolos would be a 2-card OTK because it would end on Diabolos, Secure Gardna, and Raviel on the field, or Hamon. And that would be 8 to 9k damage, but yeah, sadly not a thing. Link Cross, Link Rebo. Link Rebo is a dark that contribute, level 1 tokens, which can be dark, or it can contribute itself, so regardless of what happens, you get Diabolos back on your turn and on your opponent's turn. A really disgusting card, actually. It's not just a Link 1, that's basically how you gotta see it. Anima, though, is a Link 1 with an effect, with like almost the same effect as Relinquish, but only for column number 2 and 4, but... very, very powerful card. And Elmirage is just there to actually send the Dark Beckoning Beast to the grave in order to have a card in the grave to attempt to use the effect of Spirit Gates Unleashed. But even though you're pretty much like just discarding Dark Summoning Beast and then reviving it back, because that is a legal move. Anyways, that was it for the main deck and extra deck. Let's just go into the idea section real quick. So, the fake Raviel, the Raviel that isn't Raviel, this card sucks. I mean, you can summon it by tributing 3 monsters, but nah. And also, you can discard it and then like boost the effect, like boost the attack of a Raviel by like 4,000. I mean, it doubles. And then it can attack like every monster your opponent controls, but super gimmicky. It's kind of like just splashing like 5 pieces of Exodia in an Adamancipator deck. Like, your deck is already, like, good as it is. Why would you make it worse? That's... In this situation, obviously, I wouldn't even say that, because the deck isn't consistent enough. It is powerful when it works, but it isn't consistent enough, so... I definitely wouldn't play a breaky card like this. And then the Nemesis Engine, if you want to play it, I would recommend 2 to 3 flags, and then at least an Umbrella. Yeah, especially if you want to... No, wait, what's the song again? Singing... No, wait. You can... Ah, my god. I forgot. Oh my god, no, it's just... I'm pretty sure Rihanna actually sang that song, but... Yeah, so shoutouts to Rihanna. And then I played I don't play, but I considered playing Absolute King Backjack. Oh yeah, you can stand under my umbrella, sorry. Oh my god, I'm actually so crusty. Yeah, anyways, Backjack, very good synergy with Fiend Griefing that isn't even here because I'm dumb. But yeah, Backjack basically has a lot of synergy by not having any synergy at all, so I don't know why it's there. Effect Veiler, no, it sucks, especially since you just have already Gamma and Infinite, so don't play this. Armatile, if you want to be really, really crazy and play the Dimension Fusion Destruction. Brick City as heck, but whatever. Sometimes people just like summoning 10k meters for fun. I mean, once again, it's not viable at all. So if you obviously try to kill people at YCSs with Armatile, well, first of all, I will probably like congratulate you if you actually get the top cut. But I will probably be terrified at how you actually did it because it's quite sketch. Boral Sword doesn't come up, no. Unless, of course, you're crazy and actually link off like 3 Sacred Beasts and a Diabolos, which Not too sure about that. Seems sketchy to me. And then Unicorn with Masquerena that isn't there once again. I mean, honestly, to a certain extent, you could say IP Masquerena and Unicorn could be nice, but the thing is, you do get free tokens during your opponent's turn with Raviel, so I did consider, like, some cool stuff with Masquerena. Like, you can make Trisbania, and then when they summon a monster, you basically summon a token to the Trisbania zone, banish whatever is in front, banish the spells and traps, but it's gonna banish your Fallen Paradise and, like, your trap cards, so it's kind of extremely stupid, and it kind of doesn't do anything good for you, so it's not a good idea. Don't do it. Barricade Board Blocker. This card should genuinely be in the extra deck because it's a very good card. You can recycle back Fallen Paradise, the 7 Gates, blah blah blah, and Cerulean Skyfire, and actually protect them from card effects, so very good card actually, Barricade Board. Then Called by the Grave. I mean, I'm playing Gamma, which is kind of like a Called by the Grave sometimes, but not all the time, so basically when you have Gamma, you just have to pray God that you get ashed on 7 Gates, ashed on Foolish, drolled on Upstart, or ashed on Upstart. I swear to God, some people actually did this, by the way. There was a time where I had 6 cards in my hand that was going second against a guy who had Harbinger and just a bunch of vanillas, and then activate Upstart and have like 4 other spells in my hand. And like, my hand was like, it wasn't that good, and I was like, there's no way he's dumb enough to negate Upstart, and he did, so yeah, I mean, some people are just really bad, like that bad at the game. It's quite impressive, honestly. But yeah, not everyone is born with a brain, of course, so yeah. Hyperblaze, very bad card. You can summon Araya with like a slightly easier summoning condition, but it's still like super cancer, so I obviously wouldn't play it. The only like cute effect that it has is that once per turn you can discard a card and then either like special summon a sacred, no, this who cares. It has to be, because you can special summon a sacred beast from your grave, but only if it's been properly summoned, and good freaking luck properly summoning these guys. It's literally 100% impossible. Or you can just like recycle them back from your grave to your hand, but it's a trap, it's slow, it has a very bad effect. Cerulean Skyfire is a spell and trap negation, so why the heck is this complete garbage? Makes absolutely zero sense. And also, 7 Gates can actually instantly recycle back Cerulean Skyfire the turn it is sent to the grave, whereas Sacred Beast Awakening, even though it does recycle back a continuous trap from the grave, it's a trap, so you have to wait 1 full turn, and then you add a trap from your grave to your hand. So once again, once you set it, you have to wait 1 full turn. 100% unrealistic. And another play that I actually do consider like unrealistic is like try to summon like Araya with tributing like Manhunt, like Crackdown. Incredibly dumb. I mean, it's just didn't work. I mean, I used to play like the card in this deck, and no, it was really bad. I mean, it was just a part of most of my bricky hands, so yeah. And also 3 Awakening is just too much. That's why I have the 3rd one in there. But if you're going first, I guess you can say you can side the 3rd one. Especially if you can actually figure out a consistent way to build this deck, but for now, whatever, let's just say this is as good as it gets. And finally, Anti-Spell Fragrance is a pretty good one, and there's Unending Nightmare as well. But anyways, that is pretty much all I had to showcase for this deck profile. If you have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot and makes me happy, and when I'm happy, you are happy. I know you are. You're probably smiling if you're watching this right now, and if you're not, well, put a smile on your face or else. You really don't want to get to know what or else means, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and it is your boy Yasin signing out. Peace.